So let's start with the lovely P buffs, and I'll give more insight about other things we get out to tags. But I'm not even sure what the offensive rebound or defensive ability do, but it does something, so I just use it. And double D's is probably pretty crucial to use. You can dunk from almost anywhere with Giant G. The distance is great, and I don't really use Rebecca too much. Her P buff, not really. It's really a toss up between speed or shot impediment, but I noticed that people are so OP at this point where shot impediment doesn't seem to do too much with the blind defense. But yeah, those are all pretty much what you would need. You know, pets, I got way too many. Definitely took some time though. And well, I've never even got a platinum kennel before. Just do Astro rank and just stock up on gold pet tickets, and eventually you'll get what you need. You'll get what you want. You don't really gotta spend anything. You know, onto the lovely things, the good old tags, right? I got way too many of those. Been playing since the beginning, so pretty much got, well, every tag that you can get for free anyways. I'm not gonna buy things for tags. It sounds like crazy talk, and I've only spent about $6.50, so I'd say that this is an account that can do a lot with not really having too much. Definitely not the best account by any means, but you know, there's some good shit on there. You know, thanks to the good old special lounge, and I haven't spent money on this in a while. There's really no reason to at this point. I even got like the first battle pass tag, and if anything, things are a lot better back in the day. They're a lot more generous about things. You could get like 5 or 6 black books just from one battle pass. Like even the free battle pass would give you a black book at the very end, and now they're pretty cheap about it all. What? So we're playing since the beginning, like, because it has its perks, makes it a little easier. And my favorite tags would have to be the penguin tag, the tournament tag, the pro tag, the turkey tag's not too bad, and definitely the Christmas tree tags, all about the Christmas tree. And well, I don't know, they got some pretty good tags, but tags are tags really, not really too keen on a lot of them. If anything, I got like all the anniversary tags, jeez. Got way too many, but that's what happens, you know, when you dedicate yourself to one game for, well, probably way too long. Don't really dedicate myself too much anymore. There's really no reason to. There's really not too much more I can get. Got everyone P5, got quite a few P6s and only one P7, but you know, that's the way it goes. You don't really want to spend any money and just do events and stuff, and while it all pan out at the end of the day. But, you know, let's start with my favorite character, you know, Mr. Luther, right? You know, he's just something great, right? But no, I'm just kidding. I never really cared for him too much. Like, he's okay when it comes down to, you know, the original characters, but he's really nothing special in my opinion. But of course, you know, Joy City wants to give me a bunch of random plat cards I really have no use for, but, you know, go figure. And, you know, here's the outfits. I'm not going to show every outfit for everybody because they're all the same, you know, man or woman. That's the only difference here. You know, the female one, you know, she's the best looking one, so I'll show you hers on when we get to her. But yeah, way too many outfits, and I don't really have a favorite. You know, they're all, I don't know, decent at best. I've never bought no outfit either. It's just all battle passes, or I guess some were a couple gifts or events, and etc, etc. It always made me laugh when they added hair to this. Like, why do we need hair for people? But go figure, you know, just do anything to try and get you to spend more money. And hair. It is quite comical, actually. You know, I always loved Joey with gray hair, right? You know, he's just so good looking with all that. And yeah, way too many. The tail's pretty good. I love Douche. I'm pretty sure they're trying to, that dog thing recently. It looks like Douge, and Douge is all good. And those look like the same thing, but go figure. I don't know, they probably are. Because Joycey is all about the duplicates, which is quite annoying, but go figure. And yeah, way too many backpacks. I think at one time I had like 12 of those Halloween backpacks, and you couldn't even sell them for a while, so luckily, you know, they actually let you sell them. Yeah, it's freaking great. You know, I was very happy about that. Yeah, it's all quite cheesy, to be honest with you. Like, I don't see why we need hair. You know, they should maybe fix their game first before doing all this, but go figure, they got different priorities. The snowman thing is pretty good. And the warm apple pie, you know, the apple pie is the best. You gotta go with that. It's all about that warm apple pie, you know, it's the American thing there. You know, onwards to you know, my favorite you know, big dog. Or I guess we got to go through the celebrations there, and well, there's quite a bit, and you know, the throwdown's the only one I ever spent points on because people take that so literally, and I just laugh every time. You know, it's like a game of tag. People just chase me around, try to throw me down too, and I'll hide behind my team, and sure enough, they screw up and they end up getting my team instead. So meanwhile, you know, it's definitely like a game of tag. I definitely enjoy that. And the pillow's not too bad. Beat them with a pillow, you know, they get real offended. But the best combination for this stuff is that when you throw them down, the other person comes up and just stomps on them. It's great. You know, we got to dish it to the dog, and well, the big dog's not too bad. You know, there's really no reason for him anymore since, you know, you got Big Joe, which is pretty much Big Dog but better. But, I mean, he's not bad. I don't really mind him. He was good back in the day, a long time ago. Good old Lee, you know, the original 3-point shooter, and quite frankly, they should have left it like that. Now everybody can shoot threes, and it's just every character seems to be a blend of each other, and there's really not any better characters. You know, they all seem, yeah, very similar at this point in time. And you know, good old Clark, I never really cared too much for him, but sure enough, you know, I got some pretty good long distance cards for him, and but go figure, just never really cared too much for him. He wasn't for me. You know, good old Murdoch though. Can't go wrong with good old Murdoch. Definitely got some good cards for him. But I was never that good at Murdoch. I was never really a Murdoch main by any means. But you know, when they give me cards like this, well, I had no choice but to, you know, screw around with him a bit. Yeah, he's pretty good. But with Giant G, well, again, there's really no point. And of course, you know, Lulu's the best, right? You know, she's the most attractive person, so you know, we got to go over her outfits. And of course, you know, I got some decent cards for her, but again, I never really worked on her. There's really no point to. I mean, it's Lulu. But now things will get more exciting as we go along, because you know, these are probably my least used characters for the most part. You know, things will get pretty good soon, and yeah, look at that. You know, she's straight attractive as hell. Doesn't get any better than good old Lulu. Yeah, all this stuff's just events. If anything, they seem to be giving out more outfits lately. These little... I can't even remember what they're called. They're like Big Flow, where you got like that token shop at the end and you get tickets and whatever. They seem to have quite a few outfits in there these days. I definitely enjoy the ones where you can hit out, was it the left button there, and they just do random things. But the best outfit's the chocolate outfit. I don't have that one, but yeah, when you're basically looks like you're shitting on people, that's beautiful. You know, it's just so beautiful. And I don't know, I guess they have decent hair, but you know, I'm not really a hair person. Yeah, just give her the frickin' helmet. But yeah, that long hair, you know, it's all off to the side there, that's probably the best hair. And I don't know, the best outfit's probably Nutcracker outfit. You know, it makes women look pretty good. I love that box head, you know, the bitter face. Totally represents something, right? Amanda's pretty good. I enjoy Amanda, even though again with Jessie, well, Amanda, there's really no point anymore. But yeah, I definitely mained her back in the day to a point. Yeah, I used to call her the Ghetto Kim because, well, she has a point. She has uses, but Kim's better. And Joey, I never liked Joey. Joey's ass, in my opinion. And again, luckily with Ox and other people that do the side hop step, but there's really no point to have him anymore. But I never liked him. Now Will, I always liked Will. Will's pretty good. You know, I actually got some freestyles and stuff, so you know, we're getting over to, you know, the characters that I probably used, and well, when you got cards like that, well, definitely gotta use them. And there's my baby girl. You know, Kim's the best. At least she was at some point. But again, you know, with all these new characters, these ones are just hung out to dry. There's really no reason for them. And of course, Pedro, you know, Mr. Pedro himself, you know, call him Fernando, you know. If anything, wouldn't this be considered racist? You know, they're saying Mexicans like to steal and stuff. I don't know, it's just my take on it all. But no, my Pedro's pretty solid. Got pretty good cards, whether either way you look at it. And steal speed is more part than, you know, just having two normal speed cards, because, well, if you can swipe fast, well, you can recover fast, and yada yada. And I always love Cindy, you know, of course, got tons of freestyles for her, but again, you know, there's no point in using her, really. I mean, you got Ayla, Chloe, all these better characters, so, you know, Good old Joy City, right? But yeah, definitely a lot of blood, sweat, and tears went into Cindy. Helena, I never really cared too much. You know, I could see where she's decent, but that intercept I could never really master it, so I didn't really do too much with her. And well, again, you know, she's just obsolete. Carol. You know, Joy City tried to make me a Carol main. I actually got some decent cards, at least pizza cards anyways, but can't seem to get rid of that bronze. But no, I never really cared for Carol too much. And Fred, of course, Fred was the GOAT before Jack came on, basically put a stop to that. You know, the first timer I got level 3 quick point there, and well, it's pretty solid. Yeah, I can't complain. And if anything, I've been using that, Walker defense resist P-buff. So, you know, that's why I'm able to use different things for the fries. But Krista's GOAT, you know, she's pretty good. I got some pretty good cards for her. I always enjoyed her. She's probably the best original big in my opinion. And Professor, he's alright. You know, I definitely used him back in the day, but, you know, he's really nothing special. You know, the only thing he can really do is a little spin move, and gonna spin right into people. You know, Rin, well, Rin's just the face shooter really, but you know, she's decent. I can't ever see myself P6 in her though, she's just really nothing special. You know, pull up for days, right? And Carter, probably one of the worst characters. I've never liked Carter. Carter's pretty ass. That face up stuff doesn't seem to work. It definitely does not work these days, and it didn't really work back in the day. I didn't really see it working at all. And Jason, well, I don't really care for Jason either. You know, he's good, but just not my cup of tea. I never cared for dunks and whatever, and well, he's not really that good of a 3-point shooter. Now when you got Kim and Max is good, but with Blair, well, Max is kind of, you know, left out in the cold. There's no reason to even use Max anymore. But no, I definitely enjoyed Max. You know, that upper steal, of course, right? And all his lovely quirks. And of course his voice, you know. You know, I'll take you out for pizza, right? You know, Rebecca's pretty good. Her crosser is probably still one of the best ones, and the running floater, easily the best floater. There's really no competition with that one. And you know, with cards like this, well, when she's running, it's like her legs can't even keep up with her. You know, she's crazy fast. You know, it's quite enjoyable. You throw in that moving speed pen, yeah, she's just off to the races. Fox is pretty good, I guess. You know, I kinda used him, but yeah, with everyone else having blind defense and just having better overall moves, well, you know, he's kind of like Sonic in a sense, you know, that whole running fast thing, but then you're out of stamina, so it's just kind of, yeah, just seems pointless. Without stamina, you're not going to really be able to shoot too well. And good old Jimbo, you know, Jimbo's the man, even though, well, didn't really do too much with him, but definitely don't mind using him from time to time. The Jimmy shot, it's all about the Jimmy shot. And good old Fee, or Faye, or however you pronounce it, you know, she's not bad. But again, you know, with certain other characters, there's really no reason to even use her. But I enjoy her voice, so you know, it's my kind of woman, right? So I use her from time to time. And Walker's a big disappointment, because when he first came up, apparently he's supposed to be better than Kim, right? So this is where I got my first, you know, plat 3-point card, and the first plat moving speed card. But it turns out he was ass, and he was just horrible. So, you know, I was let down. But what else is new? Every character seems to be the best one, right? When they come out. Saru, I never cared for Saru. Reminds me of Wario. You know, if Joey's Mario, well, this guy's Wario. And, I never cared for him. He's got that dunk, and that's about it, really. And Ginger, that's another one I never really cared about. But the last, you know, the game wants to give me some funny cards for her. Which, good try, Joy City. You know, it's just not gonna work. You know, that's so crazy block resist. Big Joe's pretty good, but again, never really used him too much. And but of course, Joy City wants to give me some pretty good cards for him. You know, look at that. You know, it's just crazy. Not too bad. But if they only got like one pizza card, you could tell they're not really used too much. And no idea. I love her voice. You know, don't bother me. She's just real hardcore about everything. But yeah, again, never really used her too much because I'm just the 3-point guy for the most part. And you know, if I'm going to use mid-range, probably go small force. That's the best way to do it. Deacon's pretty good. He's probably one of the few original characters. But again, never really cared to use him. But, you know, his voice is pretty good. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm not really too much of a big main. You know, I'm definitely more nowadays, but you know, I'll have to get further down the list where you start seeing things. And Mika's pretty good. You know, I thought she would have been anyways the only person with the running pass, right, at the time. And well, of course, as time goes on, well, too many people got running pass, so again, Mika's useless. And of course, Jack is the man. Really no doubt about this guy here. You know, luckily only Janessa has the other fingertip block, but yeah, no, he's pretty solid. Definitely had to make him solid. That's the only way to do it. Yeah, good old mid-range. He shoots hella fast too, so it's pretty hard to block him. Good old Camilla. You know, she's pretty good. But again, there's so few moves that are actually unique to her. The only thing would be that whole tap, rebound, pass thingy. Other than that, pretty generic. And Noah, well, I don't like Noah. He reminds me of that kid in school you just want to punch. And it's kind of funny how he's in a wheelchair. You know, I think they're trying to tell a story with that one. Yeah, he's the only person with a frickin' tan card. You know, that's how much I despise him. And now we're getting onto the good characters, because Ayla's boss. Like, Ayla's just straight boss. And I got the shoot and touch for the P6 move. I don't really care for quick jumper, because everybody has quick jumper, but with the frickin' shoot and touch we'll choose pull-ups for days and I can do some crazy stuff. But the last, you know, I still got silver card, but it's the only character I actually got the plat 3-point pizza card. And Fox, who could forget Fox, you know, he's pretty good. His screens, of course, you can't really disagree with it. The only other person that has it is Lloyd, but I have to go with Fox for being better. Lloyd's kind of slow and Lloyd isn't very good at defense. You know, but Fox, of course, Fox is great. Lou is boss. There's really no question about it. If anything, I'd have to go with small forwards for having the best characters. And my ducks are just second it on. You know, I could duck from crazy far away. Yeah, I like to mess around from time to time. Can't just be 3-point all the damn time, right? But the last, you know, she's pretty good either way you look at it. You know, it's all about the variety. Because what if I run into a situation where I had no choice but to be, you know, mid-range? Well, you know, that's why I got the options, right? Howell never really cared too much, but again, you know, he's pretty good. But with so many people that shadow block and stuff, it's just... Ox is the best in my opinion. Yuna's okay, but she'll just never be like Ox. If anything, Yuna's just too much of a blend of freaking SG and PG. Yes, I love Ox, and that's the only person that does anything like that. And I actually got level 4 quick point for her. Yeah, that's how much in love I am. There's no way I could get level 5. I'm surprised I even got level 4. That's just freaking crazy time consuming. Yes, you know, she's great. Chloe's great too. Absolutely. Definitely one of the better PGs. Makes Pedro useless, and well, I guess a lot of people do at this point. Like, I can't complain about good old Chloe. And the fact she's a stalker makes it even better. Well, Double D, well, don't really care too much for him. He's alright, I suppose, but Euro Dunk just ain't gonna do it. MCC, well, never cared too much. Sure, that little 3-point shot he does, I can't remember what it's called. You know, it's quite annoying, but yeah, just not for me. Jesse's pretty good, you know, with her passing. That drift pass is pretty good, and this is why Amanda's not so good anymore, because you got someone like this, so Amanda's just cut out of the equation completely. And yeah, can't really complain about her either. And apparently she's a 13-year-old boy, right? I don't see it. And Mr. Lloyd, you know, he's perfect, you know, so perfect. But nah, I don't really care. I'll use it from time to time, but... And good old Janessa, you know, my only P7, well, she's probably the best one. I guess it depends on who you ask, but she's pretty good in my opinion. Well, when you got cards like me, well... You know, good old mid-range, you know, she can't be stopped mid-range, and well... I've said a 3-pointer, well, you know, she probably could be stopped a little bit, but even then, you know, throwing the pad, well, she's pretty solid. You know, I can't complain. Giant G, of course, man, you can't. He's easily the best power forward, there's no question about it. Yeah, that shadow block jump thingy, it's great. And just his dunk, that's so hard to block. And especially when you got the P-Bus that I got, you know, he's ducking from who knows how far away. And good old Blair, you know, she's the best center easily, because she's just a blend of everybody. You got shadow block, you got frickin' chip out, you got the frickin' rebound and shoot. Like, she's great. Like, period. There's really no competition. But of course, that's how Joy City does it. You know, all the newer characters are better. And Bagman, his crossover is good, but that's really all he has. So I don't really care too much about him. Claire, I love her voice. She has the best character voice, in my opinion. Yeah, it'd be like that. And I don't know why I can't get that freaking her steel to work properly. I swear I go through people more often than I am able to make it work. It's so annoying. I had no clue why that don't work. But sure enough, well, you know, she's pretty good. Definitely don't want to be around her because she's probably gonna rob you. Like, her steal is just something. And Yuna, I don't know. I mean, she's alright. You know, that fake shot's not too bad. But, you know, I'm Ox for days, bro. It's all about the Ox Queen. And, well, you know, Shadow Steal and Intercept, of course. But, of course, that about wraps this up. So, you know, take care.